Rebecca Watson has a channel on YouTube, and you may have seen some of her videos. This is a former Bernie Sanders supporter who now supports Hillary Clinton. So recently, she put a video on YouTube entitled Jill's Anti-Science Pandering, talking about Jill Stein. And really, this was just a concerted effort to smear Jill Stein. So what we're going to do is expose her critique as absolute garbage and hypocritical nonsense. So first, we're going to begin with her talking about the types of people out there that vote and who they're going to be voting for.
The ones who were already filled with a weird, frothing hatred for mankind will vote for Donald Trump.
Now, although I most likely have fundamental disagreements with most of Donald Trump supporters, I do think that's a bit of a simplistic description of them right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's kind of just them oversimplified.
Actually, there's a lot of Donald Trump supporters that don't
have a frothing hatred for mankind.
And aren't hateful at all.
But we will maybe discuss later on, very shortly, why I think she kind of started like this.
The ones who are just hoping to avoid a fascist state and nuclear war will vote for Hillary Clinton. That I'm part of that group.
Oh, what a coincidence. You see what she's doing?
Yeah.
You see how she frames the constituencies?
Right.
Like, so the one that she's a part of makes the most sense. It's
sensible. Right.
You see how she frames that?
Yeah, because all we want to do is avoid a fascist state
and
avoid nuclear war.
That is all we want to do.
Yeah. Hillary Clinton, no, she wouldn't breed terrorism around the globe.
Not at all.
Interventionism.
None of her policies do that. No. Look at her new security expert team.
Yeah.
You know, none of them would do that.
Yeah, they don't escalate situations around the globe.
No.
Right.
And the ones who aren't quite ready to give up on the idea of immediate radical change in government will go for a third-party candidate, neither of whom will ever in this lifetime or another be president of the United States.
Immediate radical change in government. Now, this is coming from a Bernie Sanders supporter. Has anybody stated that even with the election of Bernie Sanders, would it be an immediate radical change in government?
No one who supported Bernie Sanders ever presented the platform as one that would cause immediate
on January 20th. We're in a new day.
It's
now.
Like dominoes.
No. Everybody knew that it was going to take time because a president isn't it. You need Congress. You need the Congress and you need the Senate too, right? You also need governors. You need. We all know this.
You're making sense right now, but again, she's trying to establish that constituency as being like unreasonable, unreasonable,
right,
and just wanting too much,
pie in the sky,
unsensible.
And then she went to Jill Stein and Gary Johnson, third-party candidates who will never be president.
And I was like, because you don't support them.
And what'd you call that before? A self-fulfilling?
Self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah, because if you don't support them, no, they can't win. I was like, they can't win because you don't support them.
So then she goes into her takedown of Jill Stein, and she begins with how Jill Stein is nonsensical on science.
When it comes to science, though, Jill Stein is pretty hit or miss. She does believe in global warming, which is good, but she also believes that genetically modified crops are dangerous and should be banned.
No, absolutely not. Has Jill Stein ever said that GMOs were dangerous and should be banned? In a simple word, no.
No.
Now, what has she said about GMOs? What has she said about GMOs?
She just wants companies to label them GMO.
A lot of people want that.
That's
a lot
it.
of people want that.
That's all. And also she's afraid of the monopolies it could create. So it's not really about GMOs per se. Right. It's how we treat them once they get introduced into the market. Right. That's all. That's not about GMOs at all. You see what I'm saying? That's not anti-GMO.
No.
And like you said, she never said.
Never. Not one time did she ever say that she was against GMOs and that they should be banned and that they are dangerous. I mean, we don't know what's in them. That's the problem. That's why there was so many people against Obama signing the Dark Act, right? Because we want them labeled. So does Jill Stein.
Jill Stein is an actual medical doctor, so she should be more than aware of the mountains of evidence showing absolutely no link between vaccines and autism, vaccines and risk of serious injury, or any problem with the current vaccine schedule.
Plain and simple, yes or no. Do you think vaccines cause autism?
No.
Great. Cleared up.
Whenever the topic of vaccines comes up, she panders to the anti-vaccine conspiracy nuts. I first noticed this in Stein's Reddit AMA when she answers a question about whether or not vaccines are dangerous by blathering on for several paragraphs about how we need to make sure big pharma isn't influencing our regulatory agencies.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I can't believe Jill Stein actually said that. She actually believes that
keeping our regulatory agencies solvent and honest is a bad thing.
Free from bribery and
somehow
influence.
every other thing under the sun about regulation is okay, but as soon as you start talking about vaccines and that regulation on that side, all of a sudden,
like progressives and other people as well, I'm sure a lot of them would want like the banking industry regulated, but the pharmaceutical industry, oh no,
no. Ethics and corruption never touched that.
No, it's pure. It's a pure industry.
I actually do think that Jill Stein knows vaccines don't cause autism.
So why are you making us think about this then? So if you believe that she doesn't believe that vaccines cause autism, then what's your problem?
Like, before, you just incorrectly associated Jill Stein with the idea of vaccines causing autism. Now, immediately, almost after that, you then go on to admit that she doesn't.
Yeah. So like at the worst case scenario, right? Let's say Jill Stein is actually pandering to the anti-vax crowd. Let's say she is. It doesn't matter because you just said that you don't believe that she actually believes that vaccines cause autism. So this is a non-issue.
So if this is a
non-issue.
Sure, all politicians pander to some extent, but I just can't support someone who claims to be a bold revolutionary who can't even stand up for her own beliefs.
Hold on. She just said that she's a bold revolutionary, right? But doesn't Hillary Clinton describe herself as a progressive who likes to get things done? And bold, too. She's even said the word bold. And again, all of this boils down to her being against Jill Stein pandering. When she's supporting Miss Panda Bear herself, who carries a purse with hot sauce in her...
No, who was on, I don't know what she was on. She was on Ellen doing the nay-nay?
Badly. Badly. No. Real badly.
She is never going to win a presidential election. She's never even going to be the president of her homeowners association.
Boy, oh boy.
Never going to be president of her homeowners association.
Wow, that seems like a low blow. That's unnecessary if you're trying to get people to take you seriously. Yeah. And my thing is, if let's say somebody like a, rabid anti-feminist, what if they said that about Jill Stein? Yeah. What women would be up in arms. He'd be like, wait a second, this woman has doctoral credentials.
Yeah. You just the woman is a doctor. The woman is a doctor and a presidential candidate, and you're telling me
she can't be president of a homeowners association?
Of a homeowner? Really? Really? Really?
Any politician who panders to anti-vaccinationists only makes them stronger.
Anybody that panders to Israel only makes them stronger, right?
Anybody that panders to the financial industry that destroyed the economy only makes them stronger, right?
Anybody that panders to corporate lobbyists and big money in politics only makes it stronger. Isn't that correct?
That's what she said. I mean, anybody that panders to the fossil fuel industry only makes them stronger, right?
You see, this was complete garbage. All this was it was tactical smearing. All it did was serve her purpose of justifying her support of Hillary Clinton.
And see, that's what I'm saying. I don't even think it was for us or for the audience.
Yeah, right.
It was. You know what I'm saying?
It was for her.
It was for her.
Yeah.
It was.
Right. It's to convince herself that this was what I need to do.
Yeah. It's
delegitimize the
I gotta use Jill Stein as a proxy,
right?
So I can feel better about having to swallow Hillary Clinton,
because we know that can't be.
And
easy.
It can't feel good. Can't feel good. You know she got the bubble guts. You know it just causing her stomach to twist and knots. You know what I'm saying?
But see, there's one thing that makes this even worse, because all this boiled down to was that she was so furious at Jill Stein for pandering, right? Okay, and for specifically for raising questions about certain things, about vaccines and GMOs and stuff like that, right? Okay, so Miss Watson, Rebecca Watson, years back she founded a blog, because she's a blogger, and she founded Skepchick. Now listen to how she described the organization. An organization dedicated to promoting skepticism and critical thinking among women around the world. Now that is very interesting, because Jill Stein, she's trying to take down Jill Stein, who is a woman, right? And she lives in the world, right? And Jill Stein is raising questions about vaccines. Now she hasn't said that they're linked to autism, like you keep wanting to say, but she's raising questions about the industry. She's raising questions about what are in these GMOs that are out there. That's what she's raising questions about. And you said that your organization was dedicated to promoting skepticism
let's just
and critical thinking.
Let's just say that Stein's views are exactly what Watson says they are. Like,
pandering to the anti-vax.
Fine. Let's just say they
Let's just go ahead and give that to her.
Does all those issues that Rebecca Watson bring up, does that outweigh all of Hillary Clinton's baggage?
No.
Now, she just seemed to find the smallest issues to disagree with Jill Stein on, and just use those issues as an excuse to just turn her back.
That's right. But
somehow, she doesn't possess the same skepticism and critical thinking skills to do the same thing for Hillary Clinton. Because you got fracking.
Yeah.
FBI investigation. No biggie.
Hey, improper relationship between the Clinton Foundation and the State Department? Nothing.
Nothing
at all.
Support of Israel.
No.
Unconditional. Nothing to see here.
No. All the issues regarding Clinton. Supported the death penalty. People dying.
Selling fracking across the globe while she was secretary.
Right. Working to have Haiti have a lower minimum wage. I mean, we could go on for days, but this doesn't turn Rebecca Watson's stomach.
No.
It doesn't do anything. Well, on the surface.
On the surface, it does.
On the inside,
it obviously does, because she wouldn't feel the need to make that video.
That's right.
You know what? Maybe she needs some Bernie Tussin.
Some Bernie Tussin.
To kind of break all that up.
Yeah, she needs something.
She needs kind of something.
Yeah.
See, Bernie Tussin, that's more for the kind of the fake liberals that got a neoliberal flu.
Yep.
So she needs something else.
Too much neoliberalism.
Yeah. So she needs something else.
Heavy dose.
Since it's Jill Stein, she needs something for them bubble guts.
Like extra strength.
Maybe something like I don't know, like Stein Abysmal. You know what I'm saying?
But you know
something to just help out them guts.
But you know what? This really could be a cry for help, man. This could. I mean, she might need a hug. She might need some tender care and affection, because, like you said, it can't be easy supporting Hillary Clinton. So maybe she just needs a hug, man. She needs some affection. She needs some time. She does, man. So I don't know where she lives or who, you know, I have no idea about this woman, but if anybody knows her, give a girl a hug, man.